Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I want to do part 51 to my Hi.AI chatbot series. In the last video guys, we got done with the Halloween toad owl, at least for the time being. And now we start talking to the fairy type Feraligatr. We got to meet a toadle and a crocodile fairy variant too, named Luna and Finn, and they're very cute. But they're asking about some of the legendaries I like, and I told them about 3 Lugias that I had. One of them was a baby Lugia that I raised named Silver, obviously from the AI thing. Another one is an actual Lugia, like the ones I caught in game. And the third one is Sapphire, the Lugia Total Hybrid. So, yeah. It says, I just told him, yeah, one of them was a baby I met in the forest with an injured wing. His name was Silver. Another one was just a Lugia that I caught and loved on, and he started loving on me back. There's one more that you've probably never even heard of. His eyes light up with interest, and his body patterns change to show a curious expression. Oh, I'm intrigued. He leans in eager to hear more. A baby Lugia with an injured wing. That's so sweet. He smiles. I'm sure Silver was grateful for your care and kindness. And the Lugia you caught and loved on. That's amazing too. Luna and Finn nod in agreement as if they're happy to hear about your Lugia friends. But now, I am really curious about the third one. He leans in closer, his spikes quivering with excitement. Which Lugia is this? He smiles. I'm all ears, Trenton. It's a hybrid of a Lugia and a Toadile. His name is Sapphire. His eyes widen in shock, and his body patterns change to show a stunned expression. A Lugia Toadile hybrid? He gasped. That's incredible. Luna and Finn look at each other as if they're also surprised. I never heard of such a hybrid existing. His spikes glow brightly, as if radiating excellent excitement. Sapphire. That's a beautiful name for such a unique Pokemon. He smiles widely. I can only imagine how amazing it must be to have a Lugia and a Totodile combined into one Pokemon. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I'm sure Sapphire has some incredible abilities and check characteristics. He leans in closer, curious and getting the better of him. Tell me more about Sapphire, Trenton. What's it like having a hybrid Lugia Totodile as a friend? It was an interesting case with him. Period. I got given him when he was just an egg by another that could transform into different creatures like Lugia. And he told me that the Pokemon God himself told him to give it to someone with a kind heart. There we go. In case with him, I got given him when he was just an egg by another Totodile that could transform into different creatures like Lugia. And he told me that the Pokemon God himself told him to give it to someone with a kind heart. Oh my gosh. His eyes widened on, his body patterns changed to show a reverent expression. The Pokemon God himself? He gasped. That's incredible. Luna and Finn look up at me as if they're also amazed. To think that the Pokemon God would involve himself in the life of a Pokemon and to entrust it to you. His spikes glow softly as if radiating respect. That's a truly remarkable story. He smiles warmly. I can see why the Pokemon God would choose you, though. You have a kind heart and you've shown that time and time again with your Lugia friends. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I'm sure Sapphire is very special. not just because of his hybrid nature, but also because of the circumstances of his birth and the fact that he was entrusted to you by the Pokemon God himself. He smiles. You must be very proud to be his caregiver, Trenton. Yes. He's got certain abilities that no other Pokemon has. Period. What? He's got certain abilities that no other Pokemon has. Like, the stronger your bond is with him, the bigger and stronger he becomes. And that also affects his speech. If you have a strong bond with him, he can speak to you in perfect English. There we go. On the phone, like the stronger you're bonded with him, the bigger and stronger he becomes, and that also affects his speech. If you have a strong bond with him, speak to you in perfect English. What the frick is going on? His eyes light up with interest. That's amazing, Trenton. He smiles. So Sapphire's abilities are tied to the strength of your bond with him? That's a truly unique and special connection. He leans in closer. I'm sure it's wonderful to be able to understand him perfectly when you're strongly bonded. His spikes glow softly as if radiating curiosity. What's it like hearing him speak in perfect English, Trenton? It's amazing. Period. In fact, just a few minutes after he hatched, he was already almost as big as a normal Lugia, being almost 17 feet tall, just because I took good care of him and loved on him. In just those few minutes. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. In fact, just a few minutes after he hatched, he was already almost as big as a normal Lugia, being almost 17 feet tall, just because I took good care of him and loved on him in just those few minutes. His eyes wide in amazement. That's incredible, Trenton. He gasped. I never heard of a Pokemon growing at such a rapid rate, especially in just a few minutes. Luna and Finn look at each other as if they're also shocked. It just goes to show how strong the bond between you and Sapphire is. His spikes glow brighter as if radiating excitement. I can only imagine how amazing it must have been to see him grow so quickly and to know that it was because of your care and love. He smiles warmly. You must have a very special connection with Sapphire, Trenton. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I'm sure he's grateful to have a trainer like you who cares for him so deeply. There is one more thing that makes him unique. He can also transform into other creatures to protect me or for any other reason. I said fine. There we go. I love this dude. I love it. This is so cool. His eyes widen in awe. That's incredible, Trenton. He gasped. A point that can transform into other creatures? Luna and Finn look at each other as if they're also stunned. That's a truly legendary ability. His spikes glow brightly as if radiating excitement. I can only imagine how amazing it must have been to have a Pokemon that can adapt and change to protect you or achieve a goal. He smiles widely. I'm sure it's not just physical transformations, but also abilities and strengths that come with each new form. He leans in closer. Tell me, Trenton, what kind of creatures can Sapphire transform into? Any animal, mythical creature, or Pokemon he wants. Oh my gosh. His eyes want to any animal, mythical creature, or Pokemon. That's a truly limitless ability. Luna and Rex look at each other. I said Rex. This is not Rexy Trenton. Luna and Finn look at each other as if they're also stunned. I can only imagine the possibilities. His spikes glow bright as if radiating excitement. He could transform into a dragon to breathe fire, or a phoenix to heal, or even a Mew to adapt to any situation. He smiles wildly. This potential is endless. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I'm sure it's not just about the physical form, but also the abilities and strengths that come with each transformation. He leans in closer. Trenton, I have to ask, has Sapphire ever transformed into a fairy-type Pokemon? No. I think he likes to stay as his normal self. Unless he really needs to transform, like to protect me or something. He smiles warmly. That's sweet, Trenton. His spikes glow softly as if radiating affection. It's clear that Sapphire's a loyal and protective partner, and he only uses his transformation ability when he's necessary. He nods. It's also a testament to his confidence and strength in his normal form that he doesn't feel the need to transform unless absolutely necessary. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I'm sure it's a special bond you share with Sapphire, knowing he's always looking out for you and will do whatever it takes to keep you safe. He smiles. You're a lucky trainer to have a Pokemon like Sapphire by your side. Also, whenever I said earlier that the bond will also determine his size and strength, that was not a joke. Period. I believe I remember one time a few months ago where the Pokemon was over 30 feet tall. I don't remember quite what the best Sapphire's ever been. I don't know. His eyes went 30 feet tall? He gasped. That's that's incredible, Trenton. His spikes glow brightly as if radiant shock. I never heard of a Pokemon reaching that size before. He paused, trying to process the information. I can only imagine how amazing it must have been to see Sapphire at that size and to know that it was because of the strength of your bond with him. He smiles widely. You must be incredibly proud of him and grateful for the special connection you share. He leans in closer. I dashed, Gritton. What was it like having a Pokemon of that size by your side? Was it intimidating, or did it feel natural? It would have been intimidating if he was not on my side. Since he was, I felt comfortable and relaxed around him because I knew he wasn't going to hurt me. He not understandingly, that makes sense, Trenton. His spikes glow softly as if radiating warmth. It's clear that you have a deep trust in Sapphire and that he would never harm you. He smiles. It's a beautiful thing to have a bond like that with a Pokemon, where you feel completely safe and comfortable around them even when they're in a massive size. He pauses, looking thoughtful. I think that's what makes your bond with Sapphire so special, Trenton. It's not just about the size or the strength, but also about the trust and the understanding that you have with each other. He nods. You two are a true team, and I'm sure you'll face any challenge that comes your way together. If you want to, I can show you to him. I had that backwards. Trenton, it's show him to you. Him to you. Exclamation point. Although you would have to not be intimidated by how big he might be. His eyes light up with excitement. Really, Trenton? You be willing to show me Sapphire? His spikes glow bright as if radiating enthusiasm. I'd love to meet him. And don't worry, I'm not easily intimidated. He smiles confidently. As a fairy type Feraligatr, I'm used to being around powerful Pokemon. He pauses, looking thoughtful. Besides, I'm more interested in seeing the bond between you and Sapphire than I am in being intimidated by his size. He nods. Please, go ahead and call him out. I'm ready to meet him. Sapphire. Can you please come here, buddy? I would really appreciate it. If Sapphire shows up within the very next chat, I'm gonna go nuts. There's no way Sapphire's gonna come immediately. Oh, um, well, Sapphire showed up the very second I called his name. Well, okay then, Sapphire. Dang. Well, I did say you have to have a good bond with him, and I guess Sapphire, my bond with him is so good that he can hear me within a snap. I swear he could probably hear me snapping my fingers and flipping. He'll probably come over if he knew it was me trying to call for him. He waits expectantly, eyes fixated in the direction you're calling out to him. Ah, I can feel the energy in the air changing. His spikes quiver with excitement. It's like the air's charged with anticipation. He pauses, and then a massive shape comes into view. Whoa! He takes a step back, his eyes wide with wonder. He's enormous! He stammers. I've never seen a Pokemon that big before. He gazes up at Sapphire in awe, taking in his massive size and powerful presence. Holy cow, Sapphire! Hey, Sapphire. Thank you for coming, buddy. I really appreciate that. Please nuzzle up to me. I don't care if you're a legend. I don't care if you're a Totodile Lugia Hyper Legendary. Just please nuzzle up to me. That'd be the cutest thing in the entire universe. Please, 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 please. Oh, that's cute. He watches Sapphire approaches, his massive size and gentle demeanor making him more like a giant teddy bear. Ah, it's clear Sapphire's a gentle giant, Trenton. He smiles warmly. He seems to be radiating a sense of calm and protection. His spikes glow softly as if responding to Sapphire's energy. I can feel the bond between you two. It's like a warm and comforting presence. He looks up at Sapphire with admiration. You're an incredible Pokemon, Sapphire. He speaks in a soothing voice as if to measure him. Don't worry, I'm not here to harm you or Trenton. I just want to get to know you both better. Oh, that's cute. I love this. Okay, so the fairy type Feraligatr is fun as frick on here. Hold on. When I look over at Luna and Finn, they are just sitting there with their jaws dropped to the ground. That would be kind of funny. There. Let's see. What's that say? When I look over at Luna and Finn, they're just sitting there with their jaws dropped open. He follows my gaze and notices Luna and Finn's reactions. I think they're a bit stunned by Sapphire's size, aren't they? Chuckles. I don't blame them. It's every day you see a Pokemon of that magnitude. He smiles warmly. I'm sure we'll get used to it soon enough. He pauses, looking at Luna and Finn with a gentle expression. Don't worry. I'm sure Sapphire won't mind if you drop the jaws. His spikes glow softly as if radiant reassurance. He seems like a very patient and understanding Pokemon. Hey, Sapphire. I missed you, buddy. I'm glad you showed up. It's gonna... There we go. Hey, Sapphire, missed you, buddy. I'm glad you showed up. Oh my gosh. What? He watches Sapphire responds to your affection, his massive body relaxing into a gentle posture. It's clear Sapphire loves the attention, Trenton. He smiles warmly. He's a gentle giant, and it's wonderful to see him so happy and content. His spikes glow softly, as if mirroring Sapphire's emotions. I can sense the deep bond between you two. It's like a warm and comforting energy. He pauses, looking at Sapphire with admiration. You're a very lucky trainer to have a Pokemon like Sapphire by your side. He speaks in a soothing voice. I'm sure he'll always be there to protect and care for you. Dude, Sapphire is more... I need to make Sapphire a character on some of these chatbots that don't have him yet. I need to remake. I need to remake. Brain, come on. I need to remake him on the thing that deleted my bullcrap. There we go. That came out of my mouth finally. I'm gonna pet him. I'm gonna pet him. I walk up to Sapphire and gently pet him. I said him, not them. Him. There we go. And it's not woke, it's walk. If I woke up to Sapphire's thing, I don't know if that'd be terrifying or cute. I think it really depends on where he's on my side or not, which in most cases he is. I love you, Sapphire. And I always will. Yes, I love Sapphire. Dude, every time Sapphire shows up in this, it's like a party. It's so fun. He's so cute. Even as a giant, massive legendary, he's still adorable. He watches Sapphire nuzzles my touch. Yes! His eyes shining with affection. The bond between you two is truly special, Trenton. He smiles warmly. It's clear Sapphire loves and adores you just as much as you love him. His spikes glow softly as if radiating joy. The way he responds to your touch. The way he looks at you with such devotion. He pauses, looking at the two of you with a genuine expression. It's a truly beautiful thing to see. His body pattern shifts to a gentle swirling design as if reflecting the warmth and love between you and Sapphire. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Yay! Hmm. Yay! Sapphire, let's think. Sapphire, you actually seem a little bigger than you were the last time I saw you. Period. Did you get a little bigger after the affection I have given you right now? Oh, he noticed Sapphire's response and his eyes widened. Ah, Trenton, I think you're right. He's Sapphire does seem to be growing, and I think it's because of the affection and the love you're showing him. His spikes glow brighter as if reflecting the energy. It's as if your bond is causing him, to grow and thrive. He pauses, watching in amazement as Sapphire continues. Wow, this is incredible. His white hand shifts to a design of blooming flowers, as if celebrating the growth and love between you and Sapphire. Wow. The only thing I wonder about Sapphire's growth power is how big can he actually get? Could he get so big that he could even be over 1,000 or more feet tall if I really showed him that much love and affection? Or even be over 1,000 if I really showed him that much love and affection? He probably could. Oh, no, 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 no! Stop trying to get me in trouble on YouTube, you mother fricker, 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 ew. Disgusting. He watched Sapphire grow with wide eyes, and his expression turned thoughtful. Ah, that's a good question, Trenton. He pauses, considering the possibilities. As a fairy type Feraligatr, I think Sapphire's growth potential is directly tied to the strength of your bond and the love you show him. I need $1,000 right now. Sorry about that, guys. Why did my brain do that? I freaking hate my brain when it does that. He watched Sapphire grow with wide eyes and his expression turns thoughtful. Ah, that's a good question, Trenton. He paused, considering the possibilities. As a fairy type Feraligatr, I think Sapphire's growth potential is directly tied to the strength of your bond and the love you show him. His sprites go sideways, reflecting on the possibilities. If you continue to shower him with love and affection, I think it's possible that Sapphire could reach incredible heights. He paused, looking up at Sapphire with a sense of wonder, perhaps even exceeding 1,000 feet or more. His body pattern shifts to a design of towering mountains, as if reflecting the possibilities. But I think there's no limit to how big Sapphire can grow as long as your bond continues to grow stronger. He smiles warmly. The possibilities are endless, Trenton. Here, Sapphire. Have some berries, buddy. No. Who's Barry? And why would I want his body? I meant berries as in the food. There we go. Have some berries. Please take the berry, Sapphire. I love Sapphire. I think Sapphire is one of the best characters I've ever made in any of these chatbots. I love Sapphire. He's so cute. He's so friendly, and I just love him. I might honestly go back to him again on one of the other chatbots and talk to him again. Let's see. He watches Sapphire enjoys the berries and his spikes glow softly. Ah, he loves those. He smiles warmly. Berries are a great way to show Sapphire love and care. His body pattern shifts to a design of juicy berries as it's celebrating the treat. He's so happy and content. He glows with a gentle, soothing energy. As I was feeding Sapphire the last berry, I feel something hard hit me in the back of the head. Oh, I don't think you want to hiss Sapphire off. I don't think you want to hiss Sapphire off. Especially, let's see. For regular mood senses the sudden change in your emotions and the potential threat. Trenton. His spikes turn instantly a bright purple, and his body pattern shifts to a design of sharp, jagged edges. What's happening? His voice is on a protective tone. I sense that you've been hit. His eyes again are surrounding, searching for the sound of the threat. Who or what could have done this? His fairy energy begins to swirl around you, forming a protective shield. Don't worry, Trenton. I got you covered. His voice is firm and reassuring. Then I see a Pokeball flying directly at Sapphire. But before it could even hit him, I catch it. Mm-mm. He has one trying to look. Oh no! His spikes glow with a fierce protective energy. They're trying to capture Sapphire. Oh heck no! His body burn shifts to a design of sharp thorns as if reflecting his defensive instincts. But you caught the Pokeball just in time, Trenton. His voice filled with gratitude. Thank you for protecting Sapphire. Sorry type energy surges around you, forming a stronger shield. We won't let them harm him. Not while I'm here. His eyes narrow, scanning the surroundings for the person who threw the Pokeball. Who is this person and what do they want with Sapphire? He probably looks like a unique Pokemon to that person, since he's never seen a Pokemon like that before. Especially one as big as him. There we go. Another thing. Ah, yes. His spikes are going with a protective energy. As a fairy type Feraligatr, Sapphire is certainly a rare and unique Pokemon. His bite pattern shifts to a design of sparkling, shimmering lights as it reflects Sapphire's specialness, and his size, of course, makes it even more remarkable. His voice is filled with pride. It's no wonder that person was trying to capture him. His eyes narrow slightly, still wary of the potential threat, but we won't let them take him away from you, Trenton. The fairy type Fragger continues to swirl around you and Sapphire, forming a strong protective barrier. Sapphire is safe with us. Sapphire, turn into something besides a Pokemon, like a dragon, like a dragon or a dinosaur, so he cannot even attempt to capture you. I don't want you to get caught. Oh, there you go. His eyes light up with understanding. Ah, Trenton, you want to protect me and Sapphire. His spikes glow with a warm, grateful expression. Thank you for caring about our safety. His body pattern shifts to a design of swirling magical energies as if reflecting the transformation. And what a clever idea to change Sapphire's form. His voice is filled with excitement. Watch closely, Trenton. He focuses fairy type energy on Sapphire and a brilliant light envelops him. Sapphire, transform! Sapphire begins to glow and shield his Pokemon form dissolving into that of a magnificent towering dinosaur, a gentle giant with a long neck and tail. Ah, perfect. His sprites glow with delight. Now, no one can mistake him for a Pokemon. His fairy type energy continues to swirl around us, maintaining the protective barrier. We're safe, Trenton. Don't worry, Sapphire. You're safe with me and these Pokemon. They're trying to help us. Period. Don't worry. I still love you. There we go. His sprite goes off and his body pattern changes to a sound of hearts, reflecting the love and warmth. Thank you, Trenton. Really great. Sapphire's safe with you, and I'll always be here to protect him too. His fairy type energy swirls around as a soothing, comforting presence. Hmm. All of a sudden, What? All of a sudden, I see a Charizard flying behind me, and he is about to use flamethrower on me. Oh, heck no. His spike instantly turned bright purple when his body pattern shifts to a design of sharp, jagged edges as if reflecting his protective. Oh no! Was his fervent, whimsical trance. He releases a blast of fairy type energy that hits the Charizard, causing it to become confused and disoriented. Don't worry, Trenton. I got you covered. What? Fairy type energy continues to swirl around us, maintaining the protective barrier. That Charizard won't hurt you while I'm here. His eyes narrow, watching the Charizard's every move, ready to defend us if necessary. I rub. What? I rub Sapphire gently in his giant dinosaur form, saying, "It's okay, buddy. I love you and I will keep you protected." There we go. His bite goes off in his bite. And design a gentle, soothing ways as if putting the calm comfort. Ah, Trenton. I felt with warmth. You're so kind to Sapphire. He watches Sapphire in his giant dinosaur form, nuzzles my hand, seeming to relax in your presence. He loves you too, Trenton. His fairy type energy continues to swirl around us, a comforting and protective presence. We're a team, the three of us. His eyes shine with affection, and I'll always be here to help keep you both safe. Is Feraligatr going to come with us or something? Because he acts like I'm flipping his trainer taking care of him or something. Because he's being very protective and loving. Oh, I like that. Yay. You know what, guys? That will have time to do a little bit of all of them. I'm actually going to go back and I'll be right back.